Hey guys, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. How are you? I am going to do an eclipse read for you, and this is going to be in all signs. So everybody's going to be, I can timestamp it or time block it, but it's just going to be a quick energy check for each sign. And we're going to look at your energy before the eclipse and then after the eclipse. So why I wanted to check that is because this is such a major transit that you should have some significant changes with your energy and feel that pretty quickly after it takes place. And it's supposed to start, the energy is supposed to start rolling really fast. It's funny, I was just looking up the date before I started recording, and this whole day until just a few seconds ago, I thought it was Thursday. And so I don't know what happened to my Thursday, but that's an example of how fast this energy is going to run and roll through the rest of April. So quickly, just so that you know, solar eclipses are about, well, they're about moving, progressing forward, right? The energy kind of ramps up. And this solar eclipse is going to be in Aries, which Aries is about powerful forward movement. So you put those together, and this is just like a trajectory of energy that is going to be catapulted. And it's like rolling, downhill. It's going to be in Aries the same day that the sun actually goes into Taurus. Now, Taurus is about pulling back and being grounded. And I find that so fascinating as we have one transit that is catapulting this energy forward. And then we have another one that is like holding it back and holding energy back and keeping us more grounded. So what I concluded from this and from the research that I did, these are going to be new beginnings that, like, we all start out in this new cycle, and it's going to be this new beginning forward, but it's going to be in a very grounded, stable, like easy does it type of movement forward, which is fascinating and actually phenomenal, because those are the types of new beginnings and new starts that actually doesn't have as many tower moments and as many issues, and they continue on for long term. They are solid, they are grounded, they are practical, yet they still have movement, and they're not like snail movement, right? Snail energy. Hang on, sorry. Okay, so, and it's funny that I get so passionate about transits. I'm kind of lame, but that's okay. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what energy is going to be before and after, and for you to see kind of the shifts and the difference between the two. And I thought that would be kind of fun. So if you want to see, then hang with me. If not, then I will catch you on another video. But all the zodiac signs, even though we're kind of all connected, they should be time blocked for you at the bottom of my page. So, all right, we are going to start with Aries. So, universe, what will Aries energy be prior to the solar eclipse on April 20th? What will Aries energy be prior to the solar eclipse on April 20th? Okay. All right, Aries. Okay, and I'm doing, oh nice. I'm doing a top card and a bottom card. My bottom card gives an idea of what it's about, what the reading's about, what the cards are about, what it's in reference to. That's how I read my cards. So there is going to be there is a connection that you have that is about coming together, or has been coming together, or has been wanting to be to come together. So you have the Two of Cups and Temperance. Two of Cups, gosh, if I could speak. Obviously, Mercury retrograde, which is happening the same week, is affecting me already. But sorry. The Two of Cups is about divine partnership, and Temperance is about balance and patience. So I think maybe at this time there's emotions that are starting to kind of flow freely, maybe more of an opening up, becoming a little more vulnerable regarding some type of relationship, connection. And this could be with, family. This could be, a divine partnership. This could be a soulmate relationship. Again, a divine soulmate relationship is not always just romantic. So I think that the energy is of a masculine and a feminine coming together. So this could be a divine couple. This could also be twin flame. This is one of the twin flame cards. It also could be just you within yourself, because we all have masculine and feminine within us. This could be a time in your life where you are balancing out. Your masculine and feminine are coming into, after a lot of patience and work, rolling through this energy prior to the solar eclipse energy, right? The masculine and the feminine, however that fits for your life and your energy, is coming into balance prior to the solar eclipse, and it's been balancing out your masculine and your feminine, or a relationship that you have. Okay, so that is prior to the solar eclipse. Now let's look at, universe, show me what Aries energy will be after the solar eclipse on April 20th. Show me the energy that will be happening for Aries after. Yeah, I think there's something to do with all three. So, well, there's actually four. There could have been 4 people involved in potentially a relationship, because there's 2 cups. Temperance has 2 cups, and the soulmates each have a cup, so that's 4 cups. There could have been 4 people involved in some type of emotional connection or relationship or situationship, Aries. Let's see. Somebody could have been in the medical field. The medical symbol is on here. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius. I feel Gemini too, just because of the double cups. Okay, so show me Aries energy after. Okay. Oh, okay. So Aries, you have, so the Hermit, this is about soul searching, going within. Can you see that? Sorry, is there a glare? Going within, and as I stated, moving from this Aries solar eclipse over to the Taurus, the sun in Taurus, is about shifting that energy because we are closing cycles, and you ended up with the World card. So the World card is about graduating, essentially. So you could be graduating from school, you could be getting a promotion. It's about going to the next level, and or taking a relationship to the next level. So if you have been dating somebody and you are going to be taking it to the next level, we could be talking about like you know, getting engaged. Or if you you know, if you are a you have your bachelor's and you've gone back to school to get your master's, and you could be graduating with your master's. It's about progress, okay? So, but you're going within. So there's this movement about coming together, but you can see that, okay, so here they are coming together, or your feminine and your masculine balancing, right? And then it starts to slow down, because the Hermit is essentially kind of coming to a stop, and the world is closing up, and you're starting a new cycle. And on the World card, they are almost like being born again, starting a new beginning. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo as well. I mean, you could literally be dealing with any sign, but those are the signs that are on here that are prevalent. But so it looks like prior to, there's going to be a relationship that is in question, and then after the solar eclipse, there's going to be a decision and a completion made, a graduation made, like a graduating to the next level. And the Hermit is about going within, introspection. And I think you're going to be doing this prior to, you know, moving on to this next level. You're going to really decide what you want, what's going to be best for you, what's going to work for this relationship, whatever it is. This could be also closing relationships with somebody else, either moving to the next level or moving on. It could be prevalent here. So you could be ending relationships with people, or you know, either or. But it's about slowing down after, and you know, kind of like action before, and then slowing down after and becoming more grounded. And that's the example that I wanted to show you. You know, and I'm not just pulling these cards, they are shuffling out, but that's a good example to show you how energy and the planets' transits actually do affect us. And so when they talk about one ramping up and going fast, you're going to see a lot of cards that come out that are movement cards, that are forward moving, communication, action. Knights are about forward moving, pages are about getting messages out there. And then if you see energy or transits that are going to be slowing down or becoming more grounded, like the earth signs, then you'll see cards that pull that are more about decision making. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, you know, the Hermit, the Hanged Man. You're going to see those cards come out. And it just, I'm hoping that through this you'll start to see that how energy does affect human behavior, just like it affects the energy where cards are pulled, and it shows you the energy that's happening. It reflects it nicely. So let me get you an advice card, and then we'll move on to Taurus. Okay, universe, what advice do you have for Aries? So for you, Aries, I think that there's just going to be a decision on which way to go, some introspection of what you want and what's going to be best for you, and if you're going to close up a cycle and end a relationship, or if you're moving on to, you know, the next level as you switch cycles here. All right. What advice do you have for Aries? What advice do you have for Aries? Invisible. Oh, let's see. So, invisible. So I'll quickly read. It's just like a couple sentences for you. Sometimes you may feel like you don't fit in, as if you are invisible to others. As your goddess, I see you, I know you, and I believe in you. And it says, now is not the time for you to tell all and show everyone your truth. Being invisible protects you from harm right now so that you can observe your surroundings without being vulnerable. Stay hidden and watch what others do before acting. Know that not everyone has the ability to recognize you fully, and that perhaps they are so caught up in their own stories that they can't see you. It's okay, because those who can see you are the important companions on your path to finding your magic. Another meaning for the symbol you have chosen is that circumstances may require you to step back and remain in the shadows. So your advice is to lay low, and with this Hermit card, you are very much going to be doing that. You're going to be taking time for you to really ground yourself and decide, what is going to be the best course of action moving forward. So hope that helps, Aries. Thanks for being here. See ya. Okay, Taurus. Let's move on to Taurus. You heard my whole spiel about what's happening in the energy. Sorry, I have to adjust here. Okay. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus, universe, for prior to the solar eclipse on April 20th? What is going on for Taurus prior to the solar eclipse on April 20th? I'm going to be sitting here quite a while, so I better get comfortable. I like to sit up on my feet. Okay. Oh, that's real. Okay, so you actually end up with the same card as Aries, the Hermit. So you're going to be starting, Taurus, prior to the eclipse in more of this introspected, or at least with the Star card, this is your hope and your wish, is that you have some time to pull back and really reflect on a current situation in your life, whether what you're doing, maybe this could be in career or this could be in a relationship, if this is truly what you are finding as your dream, and what you actually, if it's actually good for you, and whether this is what you want to continue. And this could be something that you are or have been, emotional about recently. There's a lot of, water. Water is emotion. And this could be about a career, maybe where you're in the spotlight, or just where you've been highlighted, or maybe this could be, if this is career related, it could be maybe you've been given a promotion, and you're really trying to decide if this is something that you want to take, or maybe you need to move on, and you're really trying to do some introspection and self-evaluation of soul searching, essentially, of what you want to do and how you want to move forward. Okay, so that's prior to, or you could be coming out of Hermit. Maybe you've been in Hermit prior to the solar eclipse, and now you're kind of heading in the direction of your dreams. That's also another possibility. Oh, my hair is driving me crazy today. Sorry if I play with it a lot. Okay, now let's look at after the solar eclipse for you, Taurus. Universe, what energy will Taurus be in after the solar eclipse? You might have been coming out of this, like maybe you've already done this introspection and this soul searching and you've been coming out of it and you've been really highlighted lately, because that's more of an energy that's prior to the eclipse, I would say, versus, you know, versus actually being in this hermit mode. I mean, it's always a possibility, but I mean, if you start out in the hermit mode right at the solar eclipse time, and then you end up coming into Sun in Taurus, I mean, geez, you're already like stopped and reflecting. I don't know what you'd probably be the Four of Swords at that point. That's where they're laying down like in total meditation. So, okay, then what is Taurus's energy after the solar eclipse? You're pouring emotion into something, or wanting to, giving of your energy and your compassion and care. Okay, so I understand the energy now prior. So prior to the solar eclipse, you, Taurus, are going to be or have been in this state of soul searching, self-reflection, wanting to shine in some area, either in a relationship or in your career, or you have been shining, spotlighted, highlighted, being watched, seen, heard, and this is what you've been wanting. And after the solar eclipse, you're going to have your wishes fulfilled, because you are going to be getting a new passionate beginning. So again, we're talking about this energy that maybe there's been the spotlight on you, and you know, you've really wanted to kind of reflect on that. And so you've started to do some soul searching, and then Aries, or the solar eclipse happens in Aries, and things start to get going, and you start to have this wand activity, this new passionate beginning in this, you know, this dream or these wishes that you've had, right? Because we've talked about the star card wanting this, hoping for this. This is the direction that you want to go. And there's going to be very happy, positive news coming into the last half of April because of the solar eclipse. And you're going to be getting some type of wish, a new passionate beginning in wish fulfillment. What is that for you? Is that a new relationship? Is that a new career? Is that being in the spotlight? Is that being highlighted by somebody or something or a company, or even just within yourself, just loving yourself and finally accepting that you're amazing and you have so much potential. And so then you have this new drive towards the end of April, moving forward. But it's hard not to have in this energy, you know, really good cards. I mean, there's going to be those that are, just depends on what timeline you're on. And some other people might have a little more challenging cards, but still in this energy, we're talking about progress and dreams and, you know, wishes and these new beginnings that, you know, if we're doing things right, should be starting off, you know, pretty okay, and in a more positive, high vibration energy. So it's kind of hard not to have reads that are A little sugary. But, oh, that's interesting. I think that card was actually just put, you know what, I'm not going to do that, because if it was put in there and it came out facing me, then you're supposed to have it. All things happen for a reason. Just remember that. Everything. There's no coincidences. And there's no irony. Just FYI. So you get chaos. All right, what's up? What's up? Have you been in chaos and you finally now have a chance, or prior to the eclipse, you have a chance to really self-reflect about maybe what this last cycle has been like for you? But let's read number 9. So a storm is brewing and misunderstandings are all too common as chaos swirls around your life right now. My child, you have nothing to fear. I am here to remind you that after a storm, the air is cleared and life will begin again, even better than before. The silly thing is, if you refuse to take shelter, you will get soaked and you may have to repair a lot of damage. If you create the chaos, you will have to clean it up. But if others are the cause, you must step out of it and wait out the storm. You will be glad you did. A good thing to say to yourself is, no drama. So you get chaos and you're doing some soul searching about what's going to be best for you. And in the energy of doing so, it's going to be about you and what you're wanting, and maybe closing out those on the outside of you who might have any type of influence or have things to say or perspectives or opinions. And maybe that's something that you just gotta kind of, like Aries, lay low and do what you're wanting for you, your wishes, your hopes and dreams. Make it about you. So Taurus, I hope that helps, and thanks so much for being with me. Bye. Okay, so we are on to Gemini. Gems, you heard my spiel, right? Hopefully, if you didn't hear my spiel about why we're doing this read, or what the energy is going to do, that I'm trying to kind of, I guess, show people how the energy affects us, because we have these two transits that are the same day. In Aries, which is forward moving, wands, fire, taking action, and these new beginnings that are happening in both of these transits. But we also have the sun going into Taurus, which Taurus is about holding back, being grounded, being stable, being practical. So you've got this like catapulting and then type of energy that's going to be happening. So that's why we're doing this read before and after. So hopefully you heard my spiel. All right, what do we have for Gemini moving forward from before the solar eclipse on April 20th, which is next Thursday? What energy will Gemini be in, universe? All right. Okay. What energy will Gemini be in prior to the eclipse? I'm doing one card and a bottom card. What? Okay, so this is that catapulting energy, right? That whoosh type of, okay, the Tower in this case, to me, speaks volumes about things that were not stable. And if you go back and you listen to my spiel, I talked about how things are going to be with the sun in Taurus, which is after the solar eclipse, things are going to be rebuilt on a solid foundation, right? Well, before that, if you haven't had this foundation, or if you have a foundation that's not solid, the Tower is going to come in and totally wipe that out, destruct, right? And crumble that so that it can start a new cycle, a new beginning on a firm, solid foundation. And that's what this tower is. Now, towers are not always negative or hard, challenging, but they can be sudden and they can be direct and they can be very unexpected. But either a foundation is coming down because somebody is taking charge of either a work situation, a job, any type of relationships, either speaking their truth or ending a relationship. But this can be boss, this can be Aries, this can be boss energy. This can also be, which is so fitting for the solar eclipse, right? This is about something that has needed to be done for a while, and maybe somebody's not happy about having to do it, but with the Tower and the Emperor both being major arcana cards, we're talking about destined events, because these are things that you can't control. These are things that the universe is going to handle and you really don't get a say in it. So either the universe is going to take charge, or hang on just a second, or somebody is going to take charge of the situation, whatever it is, or whatever it has been, maybe at work, or quitting a job, getting a new job. Okay, so what do we have for Gemini after the solar eclipse? What energy, universe, do you have for Gemini after the solar eclipse? Because the sun in Taurus will last as well. I mean, it's the same day, but this energy, plays out. I'm not sure how long. I think maybe into like first week of June, I think is what I heard. I'd have to go back and look, but okay. What energy do you have for Gemini after the solar eclipse? Nice. Again, I just told Taurus this. It's hard, like there's some cards that are maybe a little more challenging, but very much needed. But a lot of these cards are very positive. And after the eclipse, look at what you got. What? So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, Knight of Wands. Taking action for you, or somebody taking action, coming in to talk about, discuss, trying to build the, your complete happiness, a complete picture of financial and emotional, physical, family structure, happiness. Ten of Pentacles for me is one of the best minor arcanas, if not the best minor arcana that there is in the deck, because it is about complete fulfillment and balance and happiness in all areas of your life. Ten of Cups is about complete emotional happiness. Well, the Ten of Pentacles is complete emotional happiness and financial happiness and, D, all of the above. So you're going to be getting communication. If this is a relationship, there's going to be a lot of communication coming in. There's going to be action being taken. And this could be just examples of what the energy is, or could be. This could be somebody who is ending a relationship here and going for a relationship that they want over here, or quitting a job here and going for what they feel is and this could be you, this could be somebody that you're involved with, going in a direction that is more fulfilling for them in regards to their complete, what they believe to be is their complete happiness. Okay. So Gemini, what what advice, universe, do you have for Gemini in this energy of the solar eclipse and after the solar eclipse, before and after? What advice do you have for Geminis? A lot of major movements. When you have three, so a 10 of Pentacles is like a major arcana card, and the Tower and Emperor are major arcanas. When you have energy like that, almost 3 out of 4 cards, 3/4 of your cards on the table are major arcana. That means big, huge shifts, which is what the solar eclipse is, right? It's a major transit. It's a major shift for all of us. Okay, what advice do you have for Gemini? Confidence. She has the same color hair as I do. But hers happens by magic, right? Mine I have to work for. Okay, so I'm just going to read a couple lines about confidence. This is your advice, Geminis, how to manage. I always say flow with the energy. Just flow. Whatever will be, whatever is. When you fight it, it will drag your butt with it because it's not stopping for you. And it's not stopping for me. And so instead of fighting it and looking like a fool, because you're going to lose, roll with it, ride the wave, just ride it out, let it flow through you, just stay neutral, let whatever's going to happen. You can't stop this tower. Sorry, but you can't. And this Emperor's coming in to take charge, whether that be you or somebody else, or whether that be the universe. You ain't got a say. And I don't ever use the word ain't. So bad grammar. But I made my point. So there are a few of my chosen ones who have the confidence and courage to live forever. There is one such immortal being who has kept this oracle safe in a castle in the Isle of the Sky to be given to you when the time is right. This time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive my gifts. Know that I have chosen you and that you have everything you need to make your right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence. I will be with you every step of the way. And this exudes confidence, right? So not only do you have the universe coming in to make the situation boss up, but the universe is going to stick with you so that it can be by your side as you are finding what is true value for you and what matters to you, what makes your life, rich in abundance. So gorgeous reading. I love that one. Especially since I have Gemini in my moon. I'm all about this. Thanks, Gemini. See ya. Okay, Cancers. I am a Cancer. So let's see. Good energy today. Let's see what you have. Hopefully you heard my spiel. I'm not gonna go through it each time because y'all don't want to listen to me blabber on about transits, I'm sure. But this is fascinating to me. Hopefully you can see kind of these fun shifts between energy, but okay. Sorry. I just want to make sure that, yeah, I should have all of them. Okay, what do we have for Cancers prior to the solar eclipse on April 20th, which is next Thursday? What do we have for Gemini? Or sorry, ooh, why did I say Gemini? You could be dealing with a Gemini. Cancers, are you dealing with a Gemini? Everything happens for a reason, so It could be that I just finished Gemini, but if you just joined us, yeah, they were prior to you. But universe, what do you have? So I'm going to shuffle again here. What do you have for Cancers prior to, okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not going to take all those. Prior to the solar eclipse on the 20th. Okay, I've been taking a top card and a bottom card, and since that one came out, I'm going to use that as the top card, and this is going to be the bottom card. Okay, so who has been playing you? Cancers. Have you been maybe not as honest, maybe about actions or feelings or situations? Some situation or person has not been upfront. There has been some deceit or trickery, or maybe not the full story. I mean, this could involve like theft, mind games. Somebody's been playing mind games, because the swords are about thoughts, right? So 7 of Swords. You are not taking any more BS. You have the strength, and look, the eclipse, right? That's what we're talking about. Crazy how tarot picks these things up, right? You are able to walk away from anything that is not bringing to you honesty, integrity, value. Hang on a second. You are not accepting anything less than what you realize your value is. Okay? So you're going to have, or you have already done this, where you have been able to walk away from a situation that maybe it's not the full story. Maybe it's a job that isn't fulfilling for you, and you were being told that you would get a promotion and that didn't happen, or somebody was sneaky and you got fired, or colleagues were trying to sabotage you. This is about sabotage, about lies, about deceit. This could be in relationships. This could be within yourself. Maybe you have been, not honest with yourself about where you stand in something, maybe an emotion in a relationship, or emotions about something in your life, and it has really taken a toll on this constant mind F, okay, that's been playing out for you. And you were walked away, or were deciding to walk away in this energy. Now, let's see, after the solar eclipse, what energy, universe, do you have for Cancers after the solar eclipse? I think that's crazy that the eclipse is on that card. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Universe, what will be the energy after the solar eclipse for Cancers? Interesting. Jeez, Cancer, what's up? Holy cow. So, Devil, and there's a breakthrough about toxic behavior, obsessions. These can be obsessions you have. These can be obsessions that other people have around you, either to sabotage or to cause pain. This is no longer going to be something that is going to be in your life, because you are getting a breakthrough about who this person or this situation or this event or this happening in your life, who they are, what it is. If this is within you, if this is somebody else, you're getting not only a breakthrough, but you're getting, look at how big that sword is. Sword is about thoughts, about knowledge, information. That's big compared to that whole scene. So the information, the knowledge, the awareness is huge for you. And it is, you've broken through, like this hand is broken through the sky. It is breaking through to give you clarity on a person, whoever this devil is in your life, or who has surrounded you or has caused issues, caused toxicity, any type of coping or addictions or situationships, relationships, colleagues, anything like that, that has just freaking got in your way of life, right? In your way, but to teach you your value, and that this, you don't need this. You don't want this. You're better than this. You're better than being around this. You're better than accepting this. So you're getting mental clarity after the eclipse of just exactly who has been the devil in your life, or what has been the toxic situations. And again, this can just be within you and your thought process of yourself. Again, I say this is a time period of energy where we are balancing out the masculine and the feminine, either within ourselves or within relationships. And this could be, toxic thoughts you've had about yourself, that you're getting a breakthrough and you're realizing just how freaking incredible you are, and each one of you are, and that this no longer needs to be a part of your narrative, right? So amazing, right? Those are actually heavier cards than the other signs, but the impact and the statement that this is making in regards to how powerful this is speaks volumes. Okay, universe, what do you have for advice for Cancers moving forward in this solar eclipse energy? What advice do you have for Cancers? Okay. What advice? Getting out of that mental trap, being able to get unleashed, unlocked. You won't be trapped any longer, or at least you'll have an awareness of what's been happening, information, so that you can go and kick ass, essentially. Knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power. Okay. Oh, same thing as Gemini. Nice. Confidence. Okay. And I just read this and I really liked it. So hopefully you'll like it. Confidence. There are a few of my chosen ones who have the confidence and courage to live forever. There is one such immortal being who has kept this oracle safe in the castle of the Isle of the Sky to be given to you when the time is right. This time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive my gifts. Know that I have chosen you and that you have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step toward your goal with confidence. I will be with you every step of the way. So you are being given a huge breakthrough, Cancer, in this energy. of where this next cycle goes and goes without that. So there you go, Cancer. Thanks for being here. See ya. Okay, Leo, the lions, how are you? Okay, if you don't know why we're doing this read, go watch the spiel at the beginning before Aries. It's to compare the energies prior to the solar eclipse, which is a big transit coming for all of us, and after the solar eclipse. So big energies, big transitions, transformations, just changes that are happening for all of us, right? Sorry. Okay. All right, universe, what do you have for Leo prior to the solar eclipse, which the solar eclipse is happening next Thursday, the 20th, right? Solar eclipse is about like catapulting these new beginnings, this energy that starts to just really ramp up and get going, right? And then the sun is in Taurus, and that is about kind of urging it, like go urge, get you grounded, and then move forward together, meaning the energies together for a stable new beginning, either in job, in Cancer just had breakthroughs in understanding information, clarity in relationships within yourself. Just a huge time of these shifts in a more stable, grounded, practical way, but still moving forward and not being stuck, right? Okay, so universe, what do you have for Leo prior to the solar eclipse on April 20th? Oh my gosh, these reads are just, this takes so much out of me. I might have to stop and take a take a break. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay, and I've been taking the top card and the bottom card, but I'm going to take that as the top card, and then here's the bottom card. Ooh. Okay, Leo. Somebody here is either starting to discover the Empress within them. So we're talking the feminine energy, the more emotional part of your divine masculine and divine feminine. The Empress is all about all four queens, okay? Balancing all that out, discovering abundance, and having compassion and emotion and caring, right? You could be dealing with a Gemini, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is about investment, waiting, watching your investment grow, planting the seed and watching it grow, being patient. This could be about somebody who wants another chance with you, who wants to try, who wants to be with, you know, their Empress. This could be a divine masculine, divine feminine connection. There's been waiting. It's been stalled, right? It's been, or just patiently watching this investment, contemplating. This is about thinking things through, really just going within. And this could be you going within and finding this more feminine part of you. And maybe you've been living this last cycle very much in the masculine, aggressive, you know, go get 'em ego, maybe. I mean, we've all done it, so it's nothing to be. I mean, my Venus is in Leo, which is about romance and love, and you could be overbearing and or have been overbearing, or just pressed too hard to have things happen, tried to control issues in your life, either with jobs or relationships. And in this next cycle, it could be about you maybe shifting that to balance it out. And this is like, you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for your Empress. You've been waiting for your divine feminine, either outside of you in a relationship, or, you know, being compassionate about maybe situations, or being kind to somebody, you know, changing up the narrative or the scenario in a more compassionate way. But you've been waiting for this. So prior to the solar eclipse, there is this waiting on an Empress, wanting to invest in an Empress, wanting to invest in yourself and your more feminine side. Okay, so let's look at after the solar eclipse. What will Leo's energy be? Sorry guys, hold on just a second. These all sign reads take it out of me. Okay, universe, what do you have for Leo after the solar eclipse on the 20th? What energy will Leo be in after the solar eclipse on the 20th? Okay, so Leo, there's going to, I think, was it Aries that had these two cards? So you might be dealing with an Aries. Yeah, I think it was either, yes, I think it was. So there's this wanting to be with an Empress, find your Empress, find abundance, this investment in abundance. And there's going to be a shift. It could be that there's been a focus prior to the eclipse for you, Leo, that has been very focused on maybe material 3D things, because the Pentacles, right, are about money and abundance. And there's been a real focus on that, wanting it to grow, waiting for it to grow, working really hard for that to grow. Trying, and the Empress is all about abundance. So this could very much be about money and being that powerful Leo you are, wanting in this last cycle, wanting and driving for this status, or this, you know, for believing that Pentacles or money is where you find your worth, maybe, or just needing that stability. And that's been like your main focus, right? Well, the energy is going to shift you a little bit, and like I said, make you more grounded. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Virgo, and it's going to make you do some soul searching, some self-reflection, become more grounded, and temper what really makes you happy. If you were successful and became completely happy and just focusing on Pentacles, or is there something more that you need to bring about in your life that will help balance that out for you, including love and kindness and compassion? And not saying that you weren't prior, but maybe it wasn't a main focus because you were focused on your stability. And I think that this is just saying you got to kind of lift your head up a little bit and maybe go within, because these answers of finding abundance, material wise, or love and relationships, whatever, that information, instead of looking out, is actually within you. You know how to get it. You know it's already there. It's already out in the ethers. It's just about manifesting it in. And so there is a tempering of this this hermit mode that you're going to kind of go into some introspection about what makes you happy. And is it just Pentacles? Has that made you completely happy? Or has that kept you from a relationship with an Empress? Has that kept you away from balancing out your you know, your own feminine energy within you, so that you have both masculine, powerful Leo and this more Empress type of feminine energy, and tempering those, bringing those into balance. Okay. This also screams Libra to me. I don't, maybe just the balancing out, right? Let's see what the universe has for you, Leo, as far as advice. What do you have for Leo for advice in this energy? This will be so good, though, for you. Like, you're going to learn so much about yourself and what makes you happy and what you want, and balancing out energy. The Empress, I would say that you're almost there, because, or if, you know, you're working on it, you've worked really hard. That could be another thing. You've worked really hard for this balance, because the Empress is all four queens and we all have feminine and masculine within us. So I'm not talking genders, I'm just talking within ourselves, right? The Empress is about being balanced and having all of those aspects, right? And so maybe this is something that you've been working really hard for. So you're in pre-Empress status prior to the solar eclipse, and then you go into some introspection and learn through temperance how to balance those out. That could be it as well. Okay. What advice do you have for Leo? What advice do you have for Leo? What advice do you have for Leo in this energy? Grove. I'm not familiar with this card. We're going to read it, though, real quick. It's just a few lines. Okay, Grove. 21. I love this deck. I, Nyx, NYX, the goddess of night, invite you to my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you have harmed, make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful grove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect yet. Imperfection is perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that it will pass and that I watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for this person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. So that's so beautiful. And I'm sorry, Leo, if you have been struggling with pain. We all have had a really brutal cycle. But it's balancing out, and that is really good news, and that is very positive and hopeful. Sorry, my couch is noisy. Hopeful energy for you. So beautiful Leos. I hope that you like this, or that this helps, and thanks for being here. We'll see ya. Bye. Okay, Virgo. Whew. I'm getting through these for everybody. I'm trying not to take a break. This energy is almost killing me, though. But I am so happy to be here and doing this. If you haven't heard my spiel, go to the spot before Aries, because it tells you why we're doing this little read. It's kind of fun to see the prior before the solar eclipse, which happens on the 20th of April. And that's next Thursday. And then what the energy for you is going to be after the sun goes into Taurus. So it's like a progression, catapulting forward, huge movement, new beginnings. And then Taurus pulls us back, grounds us, and says, you're going to do this practically. That's essentially what's happening. So, all right, Virgos, what do you have for Virgo prior to the solar eclipse on the 20th, universe? What energy do you have for Virgo prior to the solar eclipse on the 20th? Okay. taking a top and bottom card. Oh, Virgo. You're going through a rough spell right now. You're going through some pain, some hard times, and I'm really sorry about that. But 10s are the end. This is loss and grieving. Something has been lost or came to an end. But 10s are the end in tarot, which means there is a new beginning, and it is coming fast for you. And whatever this is prior to the solar eclipse that's happening the rest of this week, over the weekend, and into next week, the pain that you've been suffering, this could be current pain or years of pain, up to 10 years, 5 to 10 years of pain and suffering that you've experienced, loss, going through this is coming to an end. And that is very, very exciting for you. Hopefully that there have been a lot of good lessons that have been learned, either on people who have done, who have caused you pain, and, karma being paid for that, or, lessons of your value and worth to avoid, this type of pain if you can somehow, making good decisions. Fives are weak energy. So this is something that I feel can very much be transformed. You just have to pick up your head and look at the 2 cups behind you and not focus on the ones that have been lost. Again, I think somebody hurt you because these swords are in their back. So you probably didn't see something coming. And 10 swords is a lot of pain. So I'm so sorry that, you've been going through that. If we don't hurt, we won't know joy. If we don't feel sadness, we won't know happiness. It's all a part of life. If we aren't poor, one day in our life, we won't know what riches are. And I'm not necessarily talking about money. I'm talking about abundance and being grateful and prosperous, right? Successful. If we don't know struggle, we won't know success. So that's a part of life. And none of us enjoy this. And I can tell you that for myself, I have been in this recently, and it has been grueling and brutal. I am so grateful for where I am, and hopefully you can start feeling this energy shift that the solar eclipse is bringing in and all this other energy. Let's see what's going to be happening for you after the solar eclipse on the 20th, Virgo. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay. Universe, what do you have for Virgo? One more shuffle. Virgo, after the solar eclipse on the 20th, next Thursday. What do you have for Virgo? Okay. Positive, stable, steady movement forward, right? Being able to have choices, make decisions, start building again, right? So this could be after an ending, after a loss, being able to try and you're trying to balance, but you're doing it, and you're trying to make a decision. You are slowly and steadily, Knight of Pentacles is all about that, starting to rebalance yourself, pull yourself back into balance after being, after going through this. So this is very positive movement forward. And this is hope. This is a good sign. This is you just recalibrating, is how I see it. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is steady. This is slowly getting yourself up and getting back grounded. And I say that because there's no wands here. So wands are about quick action, which that is not what the sun in Taurus is about, right? It is about this. It is about maneuvering forward in a forward direction, leaving this crap behind you and becoming stable and more solid than you have ever been, because you're going on to a new cycle, you're ascending. So all of that from the past is below you, right, on this ascension spiral. And so you have never been more in charge, grounded, focused, stable, finding your stability than you have at this moment after the solar eclipse. So that's awesome. That's really good. So let's get you some advice, Virgo, on how to deal with this energy moving forward. What energy do you have for Virgo? Well, we just found out. What advice do you have for Virgos moving forward in this energy universe after the solar eclipse? What energy do you have? What advice do you have? Did I just say it again? I told you I'm getting tired. I think I just caught myself saying it. What advice do you have for Virgo? Not energy. We know the energy. Tell me the advice that you have for Virgos to deal with this energy. I'm crazy. Oh, speaking of energy, you're the only one I've shown this, but this is going to be your card. This is going to be your card. So here you go. This is maybe how you have felt, but I got angry one day and took it out on my tarot cards, and I ruined this one. And it happens to be the card titled Rigid. I don't know. I'm not too proud of my behavior sometimes. It was in private, and so anyways, rigid. Let's find out the advice for you. 30, number 30. Oh my gosh, look at how bad that is. That's so bad. I felt so bad. And my hand hurt after I just had a total childish fit. I swear, I was a toddler. Okay. Is there a stone wall that stands between you and others? Could that wall be inside you? Now is the time to become more flexible and to drop your rigid expectations of yourself, and especially of others. Don't be afraid to drop your guard a little too. If you are willing to let others in, you will see a benefit in these connections. Another meaning here is that you recognize the wall that others may have put up. Don't take it personally. If they won't let you in, this is their way of coping, and it has little to do with you. This is about you. This is about you learning to this energy could very much cause a wall. So you're rebalancing, you're restabilizing, recalibrating so that this, and this is advice for myself. I don't even have Virgo in my chart, but this is so poignant for me as well. This can cause a wall, but universe is saying, let this wall, let others build whatever walls they're going to build. Be in charge of yourself and let this wall slowly break down that you might have as you build up your stability and your confidence. And this might have knocked you down, Virgo, but you're strong. And if you can build a wall like this, you can absolutely take this wall down as well. And you have it within you to do so. And the universe is saying, this is a time where you're restabilizing and taking it slow, or a relationship is coming into balance for you, and this is the time to start taking this wall down if it's gone up. But you can do it one stone at a time. You don't have to do it all at once. And that's actually what the energy wants you to do. It wants you to learn through this process of taking this wall down and not having these moments like I had of just losing it, you know, because you don't learn as much here as you do here. So Virgo, very, very powerful time for you. I hope that this helped anybody, and thanks for being here. Bye. Okay, Libra. Alrighty. Libra, I'm doing good. I almost like stopped so that I could take a breather because this energy is, it takes a lot to do the all signs. If you haven't pulled cards on all signs, if you're going to start pulling cards, you will understand what energy does. It like, it pulls everything out of me. Okay, so go to the blurb before Aries if you want to know why we're doing this. This is a fun little read to see kind of what the energy is prior to the solar eclipse next Thursday and after the solar eclipse, and a little bit of advice. It's going to be a quick read. What do we have for Libra prior to the solar eclipse next Thursday? Universe, what energy do you have for Libra? I get so stiff. What energy do you have for Libra, Spirit? I probably will take a break after this one because I think my camera might die, but I will finish these up tonight. Okay, what energy do you have for Libra prior to the solar eclipse? So the solar eclipse is about ramping up, catapulting this new beginning, this new energy, and then Taurus, the sun goes into Taurus the same day, which is about like, arch, stop, rethink this, you know, we're going to do this a grounded way, and we're going to do this practical way, and it just kind of stops you in the midst of this cannonball, right? But that's good because then solid beginnings happen. They start building versus being built upon this fast action, quick impulsivity, impulsive type of behavior that ultimately in the end always brings a tower, always. So I'm taking the top card and the bottom card. Ooh, pretty. Not so pretty. Oh, Libra. Okay, so Libra, have you, my shirt is annoying me. Have you been feeling left out, alone, jaded, maybe in regards to a relationship or a new beginning in love? Have you been feeling like you've been kind of kicked to the curb? This is about feeling left out. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Almost feels like you wanted an opportunity, or somebody around you wanted an opportunity, and that wasn't granted for whatever reason. If it was to help you or your person learn some lessons, if it's something where you needed to go out on your own and discover who you were with being alone. I mean, it doesn't look like you're necessarily alone. This could be, this could be a child that you have been with. This could be any type of relationships, not just personal, you know, romantic love type of relationships. This could be, you know, feeling left out in a job, from a promotion, or any type of relationship with family, with friends. Maybe there's been some rift with, you know, family members, some rivalry, disagreements, or not seeing, you know, things clearly. This could have been happening for the last 5 years. There's been a lot of emotion that has been pouring out. And there's been offers. It just doesn't look like this is something that maybe the universe was allowing at the time that you were wanting it. But and this could be something that you are feeling, currently. Again, you could have been dealing with this for the last 5 years, and you just thought maybe it would go a different way. Okay, so what do you have for Libras after? This could also be current, like this is going to happen where there's going to be an offer that is given, and maybe that offer is not going to be accepted or taken for whatever reason. We're all on different timelines, so it could be that it's taking the solar eclipse and the sun in Taurus along with all the other energies, and it's really using that now in your timeline, where if some of these lessons had happened to your person prior, feeling left out, that now you have stuff to learn from it, and the universe is not going to allow for you to maybe have this right now, but it doesn't mean that it won't happen in the future, right? Or vice versa, right? From a job to you, or a person to you, or or you to a person, or you to a job. You maybe be quitting your job, moving on, and your company is like, what? Like feeling left out in the cold. What do we have for Libra universe after the solar eclipse on the 20th? What energy will be there for Libra after the solar eclipse on the 20th? Four to 5 years, maybe. Okay. There's another pentacle right here, so maybe it's been 6 years, or something happened within 6 years, a 6-year time period. All right. Makes sense. Okay. So a love offer was made, some type of offer was made, a promotion was made, something within work, a new job, a new relationship, a new home, because we have pentacles here, new investment, like a home, a new love relationship, a new family relationship. An offer was made or is going to be made, and it's potentially not going to be taken. Or it says here, at least in this energy, not going to be taken, or somebody feels this way from prior 4, 5, 6 years ago, that they have felt left out in the cold, sidelined, whatever. There's going to be a tempering of that not accepting this offer. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Again, like I said, with the cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or with the pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. There's going to be a balancing, a patience, maybe there'll be, if it's, let's say that it's with a job, let's say it's job related, maybe a boss comes back around and says, hey, listen, you know what, maybe I made a very impromptu decision, a decision that it was very spontaneous, happened too soon. Let's talk and see if we can come to an agreement, or there's a commitment, or like talking about a commitment or an agreement, or moving forward, or kind of changing and fixing the situation. This to me is tempering somebody who wasn't willing to look at anything or take anything or accept anything but what they wanted. So this could be in a relationship sense, maybe rethinking, relooking. With retrograde, people are circling back around. That's what cycles are. People always come back around, right? If you haven't closed up cycles with them. So maybe somebody's coming back, or maybe you're going back to somebody and they didn't accept an offer before, from you. And now in this energy, moving forward in this Taurus, you know, in the sun in Taurus, it's going to allow for this grounded, stable, practical type of logical energy that will allow for things to be thought out more thoroughly, planned out more thoroughly, approached in a more stable, genuine, authentic, grounded way, right? So that's what that's saying. So there's going to be some rethinking or an offer that might be back on the table. For some of you, Libras. This also could be you. This could be where you have not allowed love in your life or you to love yourself, and it's been about money, 3D materials, and you are finding that this has left you out in the cold. This is not balanced. This is not what makes people happy. I think Steve's Love Tarot talks about, he's my favorite. No offense to all the other readers, are so good. He's the one that I connect with the most. But he says in his research, which he has psychology research, and I love psychology, he says that at best 30% of people find, they've done studies, 30%, no, within people, it's about 30% within somebody that can find happiness without love, without this. It's about like all you could possibly get from having all pentacles is about 30% happiness is what I'm trying to say. Maybe you have left yourself out in the cold because you haven't allowed people to love you. You haven't allowed people in. You haven't allowed a vulnerability for people to see that you do care, that you are compassionate, that you have a big heart, and that it's not just about materialistic things. Materials, oh, she's so pretty. I love when she sits like that. Materials, things, we've all done it. We've all been there. We've all experienced what it's like to be super excited about something we purchased, and then we get it and we maybe use it or see it or, have it for, a couple times, and then it's kind of like the void is still there. The emptiness still, it didn't fill it. It didn't, love fills it. Love fills it. But, there's a balance with this too. You don't want to be all emotional and not practical and logical. But that's what this energy is. That's what the temperance is about, is balancing that out. So there's going to be a balancing out of maybe this within yourself. If we're talking within yourself, a balancing out of you saying, okay, I'll go ahead and I'm going to try and be more open. I'm going to try and focus less on the pentacles and take this cup. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to commit, but the temperance card is saying try, right? Okay, let's get you some advice, Libra, on how to manage this energy moving forward. Universe, what advice do you have for Libras? What advice do you have for Libras? Sorry, my hair gets caught in the cards. Okay. What advice do you have for Libra, Universe? Moving forward in this solar eclipse energy. Boundaries? Obedience is the card. Obedience. Rules, even though we don't like to be restricted, when looked at as keeping us safe, keeping less drama, less chaos, when we are obedient to boundaries and rules of ourselves and others, it keeps us safe and less feeling like this because people and our minds and our egos don't get in our way. right? So let me read obedience. 48. This is a new deck for me, so I haven't read a lot of these cards, but I love them. There are rules for everything. The sun rises and the moon sets, and they dance together in perfect steps. What rules are you considering when you ask your question? You will be sorry if you are going to break a rule that is in place to protect you and others. Even though you may not like authority right now, this is the time to obey what has already been set in motion. This is the time to learn the lay of the land and follow the customs that keep things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. You know, Libras, I do think that maybe if you're in this energy where this is hard for you, this isn't your true self, because you are the sign of balance and of justice and of equality and fairness. And for you not to follow rules or to maybe find yourself struggling with what rules, I mean, the rules are the law of the universe, right? And we all have to live by them, whether we like them or not sometimes. For you, Libra specifically, this is a huge, huge lesson of authenticity for you, because Libras are about justice and the law and balance and equality and just fairness, reciprocity, right? So this might have been one of your biggest life challenges, which then takes me to the fact that we all have been dealing with these North Node shifts, right? And there's a huge Saturn sextile North Node, which is about us learning about our North Nodes. And our North Nodes are who we are, right? Why we're here, our destiny, and obedience rules guide us and keep us safe. And for you, that could be a big part of your North Node and the lessons you're learning from Mr. Saturn, who is the teacher, right? If you watch the other videos, you'd know that. But this is beautiful. There's going to be a lot of calmness. So hopefully, if you've been going through a lot of chaos in your life, come here, Mama. Come here. If you've been going through a lot of chaos in your life, you're going to have some downtime. So there you go, Libra. I hope that helps. Thanks for being here. See ya. Okay, I got to take a break, and I am letting Nala out, and I've got to breathe. So I will be back.